Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're going to be creating our gender selection menu. So you click on your body type right here, this button, and it pulls up the menu, and you can hover over it, and it'll change these texts to the body type. We're not going to create quite what this will do yet when you click on the buttons, because that's it's going to take a little minute. I want to try to keep the video as short as possible, so we're just going to go ahead and make the menu here, though. We can also press our input to go back to this menu, and yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing in this one, so let's just get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to our blueprints, widgets, main menu widgets. Actually, getting a little ahead of myself. Let's go to our main menu level, and we should still have this widget up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and create the widget that will pop up when we click this button. So let's go here to our search. Let's look for border, and we're going to scroll down, and let's just close that guy down. And we're going to pull this border down onto our character details canvas panel. Actually, yeah, character details canvas panel. And we'll click on that border, and we're going to anchor it to the left over here. We're going to set the position Y to 0. We'll set the alignment to 0.5 and 0.5, and we'll set the position X. Let's set the size first, actually. Let's set the size X to about 500. Yeah. Then we'll set the position. Let's try 725. Yeah, about midways between these two right here. And then we'll set the position Y to about 7, or not position Y, size Y to about 700. Let's try 600. Yeah, that looks good. Let's try to make the size X a little smaller though. Let's try like 450. Yeah, about like that. So we'll compile and save, and then we're gonna grab another border, and we're just gonna put it on this border. Then we're gonna make this new border. We're gonna go to the tint, make it black. Then we're gonna go up to the padding, set the padding the same size on all four sides. I'm gonna make it 4. That way it's even like that. And then we're gonna go to our widget back here, and we're just gonna copy that tint right there, and then go to our new top border right here, and we're gonna paste that color so we can keep the color scheme going. We'll compile and save. We're gonna grab a scroll box. We'll put this on the bottom border right there. Click on the scroll box. Should be good. And now let's find us a size box, and we're gonna put that on the scroll box. We're gonna click on that size box, and we're gonna do a height override of, let's say let's say 75. Yeah, about 75 maybe. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a text. Actually, no, we're gonna grab a horizontal box, and we'll pull that onto the size box, and that should be fine how it is. And then we're gonna find a text. We're gonna pull this text on that horizontal box, and then we're gonna click on that text, and we're gonna size it to be to fill. Then we're gonna scroll down. We're gonna set the justification to align center, and then let's set the vertical alignment to be center, like that. Then I'm gonna change the font of this to be my lemon milk font right here, and I'm gonna give it an outline size of like 2. Compile and save. And then what we want to do is we're gonna go up to our size box right here, and we're gonna duplicate it, and that should be fine how it is. And we're gonna change this text. Let me pull up my reference real quick. Let's see. We're gonna change this text to say this right here: body type has no bearing on ability. We'll just change it to say, instead of body type, we'll make it say gender type has no bearing on ability, like that. You can make yours say whatever you want. I'm gonna change the font size to be about 15. Let's see, maybe a little smaller. Maybe about 13. Yeah, about 13. Like that. And then we're gonna go to the size box and we're gonna duplicate it. And we're gonna delete that text that's in there. And we're gonna find us a button. And we're gonna pull this button onto this horizontal box. We're gonna click on that button. We're gonna set it to fill. And we're just gonna add some padding. On the top, we'll give it maybe 20. And on the bottom, we'll give it 20. And then on the left, let's try like 100. And then on the right, we'll give it 100, like that. Compile and save. And then we're gonna find us a text. And we're gonna pull this text onto that button right there. And I'm gonna click on that text. I'm gonna change the font of it to be the lemon milk font. And I'm gonna change the size, let's say about 12, maybe 14. Yeah, we'll do 14. And I'm gonna give it an outline size of like 2, like that. Compile and save. And we're gonna copy the color of our other buttons. So just click on one of these, right click on the tint, copy the tint, go back to the button, and we're gonna paste this tint on the tint and the outline for the normal, hovered, and pressed for now. Just paste that on the outline, then on the pressed we will paste that. And we're actually gonna change the hovered to let's copy the hovered. Yeah, we'll copy the hovered of one of our other buttons back here. So just copy that, go back to this button, and we will paste that in on the tint and on the outline, like that. Compile and save. We're gonna click on this text and we're gonna make it say we're just gonna make it say mail, like that. Compile and save. Then we're gonna go up to our size box of this mail button, and we're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna go down to the text and just make that say female. Compile and save, and that should be good. Should be all we need for now. We just kind of need to rename all of this. So let's go up to our top border, and we're gonna name this gender type border. Then we're gonna go to the border under that, and we're gonna rename this to be gender type scroll box border. And then we'll go to the scroll box and rename this gender type scroll box. We'll go to the size box, and we will call that gender type description size box. Then we'll go to the horizontal box and we'll call it gender type description horizontal box. We're gonna go down to the text, and we're just gonna call this gender type description text. We'll go ahead and compile and save, and we'll go down to the next size box, which is gonna be this, and we'll name this one gender type ability size box. And we'll go to the horizontal box and we'll name this gender type ability horizontal box. We'll go down to the text and we'll call this gender type ability text. and we'll go down to the next size box, and we're gonna call this gender type male size box. Then we'll go to the horizontal box, call this gender type male horizontal box. We'll go to the button and we will call this gender type male button. Then we'll go to the text and we'll call that gender type male text. Then we'll go down to the next size box, call that gender type female size box. And then we'll go to the horizontal box, call that one gender type female horizontal box. Then we'll go down to the button, and we'll call that gender type female button. Then we'll go down to the text and call that gender type female text. And we'll compile and save, and that should be good. So for now, let's go up to the gender type border, the very top one, and we're gonna set is variable. And then we're gonna scroll down and find the visibility. We're gonna set that to be hidden, and we'll compile and save. Then we're gonna find our body type button here. Click on it. We're gonna scroll down, and we're gonna go to the on clicked right here. And we're gonna set what it does. So what we want to do is, let's go back real quick. Just click on your gender type border, and then we'll just go back to the graph. If you do that, it'll auto select the variable, because we got a pretty big list of variables now. We actually need to go through and organize this at some point, because we're building some up. Yeah, just go ahead and pull this gender type border in, and then we will set visibility. And we'll pull that in. We're going to set that to be visible. And then we want to pull off of here. We're going to play sound 2D. And the sound I'm going to play is my deep impact sound. You can play what you want. And let's try that out real quick. So we'll play, go to new game, and press the button. The menu comes up, and yeah. So now we need to what we're gonna do next is change what this text block up here says whenever we hover over each one of these buttons. So let's do that. So let's go back to the designer. We're gonna click on this text right here. We're gonna set that to be is variable, and we'll compile and save. Then we're gonna click on our male button here. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to find on hovered. Click that. And then what we're going to do, let's just go back, click on that text, and then go back to the graph. Find our variable easier. Pull this variable in, the gender type description. Get that. And we're going to pull off of this, and we're going to set text of text right here. Set text. And we're gonna make this just say in the text, we're just gonna make it say male body. And then we're gonna go back, and we're gonna click on our female button here, go down and go to the on hovered, and we're just gonna copy this right here, Control C, Control V, plug it in, and try to even this out here. And we're just gonna make this say female body. Compile and save, and I guess we can go ahead and make it play a sound as well. So we'll just pull off of this. We'll play sound 2D, and I'm gonna make it say make it do the menu selection sound, and then I'm just gonna copy this, paste it in, plug that in like that. And compile and save. We'll give that a little try real quick. See how it's working. So, we'll click on the body type. We hover over the melt. Ooh, actually, we need to make that say something before we hover. So let's do that. Let's just, on the rip, before we do anything, let's just make this say mel. Because we're going to be mel by, default. So we'll just make that say mel off the rip. And alright, let's hop back in. So now, let's click on the body type. It says male. If we hover over the female, it goes to female. Okay, we need to add that body as well. But right here, we need to make it say the same thing. Male body. Like that. That way it doesn't, you know, have different text. So, body type. Male body. Hover over female. Female body. Hover over male. Male body. And, yeah. That's working pretty good. Now, I think all we really need to do for this for now is... we need to just have the ability to go back on the menu if we want to. So what we're gonna do is when we... on our on-clicked body type button, we're gonna go down... see this is button selected? We're gonna rename this to main menu button selected, and then we're just gonna duplicate that guy, and we're gonna call this body type button selected, and we're gonna pull this guy in, set that to be true, because what we're gonna do is we already have a on our D-pad controls right here, we already have, actually it's not there, where is it? It is, where did we put that? Oh, main menu back button right here. Let's just move this, so we can kind of keep those together, keep it organized. We'll keep our back buttons together, kind of over here for now. And we'll pull in, yeah, because if you look here, we already have an enhanced input of our back button, so we want to set a condition like we did here, main menu button selected, so that for here what we're doing, anytime we click a main menu button and it brings up another menu, all we got to do is click our main menu back button for it to you know, set everything back to the main menu. So we're gonna do something similar for this. So we're just gonna we can just duplicate our input right here, and we'll just open that up. And what we're gonna do is see if our body type button is selected, which it is when we click on this. So what we want to do is bring in our body type button selected. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get a branch. Press B on your keyboard and click. We're gonna hook this into the started, and we'll hook this into the condition. So if body type button is selected, what we want to do is we want to kind of just copy this right here. We're gonna set our gender type border to be hidden, and we can play the sound as well, and we will set our body type button back to be false. So just copy all of that right there and paste it in, and we'll hook this into the true, because if it is selected, we want to set all of this back. So we'll just set that to be hidden, and that'll play. We may want to do a do once here. Do we want to do a do once? No, we don't want to do a do once. Okay. And then we want to set our body type button selected back to false. Let's just give that a shot real quick. So play, hop in, new game, choose a class, body type, and if we press our back button, which is Q, it goes back, and we can, you know, open it back up and press our back button and go back. And yeah, I think that is going to be it for now. So in the next one, we will definitely be setting what these buttons do, which is actually one of the more I mean, it's at first it's going to be easy, but the more that we add, so like once we add our detailed appearance stuff, we're going to have to come back in and, you know, occasionally change some of the code that's in here, because the way it works is, you know, off the rip, if you haven't changed any details, this is going to set every piece of your skeleton to be, you know, the specific, our base character pretty much. But then later on, once we start adding, you know, detailed appearances type things, like once you set your head to be a different type of head and, you know, things like that, we're gonna have to come in and occasionally adjust the code that we do to this. We're gonna have to put conditions on things so that once these things are selected and maybe you come back to this and you click these buttons, it doesn't just set your body back to the base character. So yeah, this will be a thing that changes a lot as we progress into the, you know, character creator. But yeah, we're gonna call it here for now. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.